Hello, Bhante.
Okay, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay. Wait for us.
Good morning, Bhante.
Okay. How about Hirako Sato, Shinichi? They may come. Will they join?
Yeah, she will join soon.
Okay. Okay, then we can start. Namami Buddhang Gunasagaram Tam Satta Sada Hontu Sukhi Avera Kayo Jigucho Sakalo Dugando Gachanti Sabbe Maranang Hanche Namami Dhammang Sugate Nadesitam Satta Sada Hontu Sukhi Avera Kayo Jigucho Sakalo Dugando Gachanti Sabbe Maranang Ahanje Namami Sangang Muniraja Savakam Satta Sada Hontu Sukhi Aviram Kayo Jigucho Sakalo Dugando Gachanti Sabbi Maranang Ahanje.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay. First of all, I would like to wish all of you have a good time in the class. Today, as usual, first let us discuss the how to work with or how to train our children in the practice of mindfulness. We were talking, we were discussing that part it, as a part of our class. Why it is because of importance topic. That is why we discuss this in our class. Today, we can talk about some qualities, how to develop their life through this practice, through this mindfulness practice. So, today we can focus on patience. Patience is gold. Actually, it is a human qualities. We as a human being develop great positive qualities in our life. This is one of the great qualities what we have to develop in our cultivation, in our culture or our life. Of course, these qualities are common to everyone. There's no any monopoly of in these qualities. That is why we call them human qualities. Everybody, every mankind in the world can be developed, can be improved, cultivated, irrespectively their religion, races, classes, whatever it is. Therefore, of course, there's no any monopoly in those categories, those fields. Everyone can develop, can enhance those great qualities their life since our childhood, Therefore, as a parents, as elders, teachers, masters, of course, we must make them, we must train them how to develop those great qualities in their childhood, in their life. Therefore, at the same time, it is, let us focus another great statement uttered by the Buddha in his utterances, in his delivering of the sermons. He very clearly mentioned that do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. That is what Buddha taught. That is what Buddha very frequently emphasized in his teaching. Therefore, we have to train them. We have to train our children how to develop these great deliverance or great utterance taught by great Lord Buddha. Therefore, in our training, while you are training your student or children to how to practice mindfulness, Of course, you mustn't lead them. You must advise them how to modify, how to develop their characteristics, their career based on Buddhism, Therefore, uh, uh, don't encourage them, don't lead them to dwell in the past. The past is gone. Past is gone, nobody can draw back. Has gone, memory is there. Really, if you memorize, if you reflect the things what happened previously, past time, it could be troublesome. That memory, the past memory, of course, gives you trouble. If you recall, remind the things happened early stage of your life, it could be the troublesome. Unnecessarily, you bring back things happen. That is why Buddha emphasized that not to stay, not to dwell in the past. And also let them not to have any dream of the future. Future is not yet arrived. Future means not yet arrived. That every moment is first future happens not yet present, not yet come, and the past has gone. That is why remaining the every moment is a present moment. That is why Buddha encouraged concentrate the mind on the present moment. So, developing patience in child or in young children is very important. Therefore, we have to focus on how to develop, how to enhance these qualities. Patience means the ability to delay gratification and wait quietly for things to happen in their own time. That is the point. Why should we develop patience in our life? Because of this, because of that. When we develop, when we improve that great qualities in our life, its meaning, we allowed for things, for circumstances to happen in their own time. If you are hurried, if you are so hurried if you are so eager to get an outcome of the things, sometimes it could be delay. Sometimes it could be could be going wrongs. That is why we should be patient. We have to maintain our patience until comes result or benefits, consequences in their own time. That is the things. Therefore, patient means the ability, potentiality to delay gratification and wait quietly for things to happen in their own time, It is a waste of energy. If you try to force, something to happen sooner than it's able to. Sometimes you expedite, you are impatient until you get that outcome. Suppose you begin something, but it takes time to give result. But you are not patient. You are impatient. You cannot tolerate. You can wait for a while. You cannot tolerate. You can wait for until come its outcome or result. Then you try to get it done early, as soon as possible, soon. Therefore, it is a waste of energy. If you try to force something, to happen, sooner than it is able to, because it has its own rhythm. Suppose if you something what you have started, what you commence, of course that thing has its own rhythm, own way to become a success. But we cannot bear it. We cannot tolerate that. We try to get its result sooner than its ability. Therefore, if you try to get it done sooner, it's meaning you waste your everything. You waste your time, resources, and everything. That is why it is very important. Let them know. Let them young children to know. You have to wait for a while, wait some time to achieve, to have its your project, your actions result. Let them train, let them understand it real nature, real procedure. This is always detrimental. This is always detrimental to what is trying to be achieved. This is always detrimental to what is trying to be achieved. Dr. Dave Logan says, one of the great author of a co-founder of cultures movement. He thought that this is always detrimental to what is trying to be achieved. Therefore, we have to practice as a great qualities patience in our life, especially child. We have to train our child since their childhood. In their child duration, that time, of course, we can train them properly using great method, proper method system. You know that elephant is a symbol of patience. We consider elephant, the elephant is a symbol of patience, symbol of patience. They are very strong and patient at the same time. They are very strong. They are very strong. The bodily, they are very strong. Therefore, they walk slowly. They walk slowly in their rhythm. They have their own rhythm in walking. Even you try to make them quick walk, they don't follow, because they follow their own rhythm, own way. They don't excited. They don't become excited. Whatever happen around them, they walk their own way, own rhythm. They are very strong and patient at the same time. And they don't care whatever happen around. They walk on their way. That is why, even though they have the big, huge, jumbo body, because of that, they walk slowly. They walk slowly naturally. When they were attacked by some terribly, of course, they will become rudes. They become furious. Then they can run than us. Patience is one of the elephant attributes. Patience is one of the elephant attributes. Their qualities. Their one quality is patience. They also have such great qualities. Then what about us? Then we are human beings. We can decide what it is good and bad. So that, of course, we must develop. We must develop those great qualities in our life. Therefore, as parents, we must train our child to develop those great qualities through their life. The elephant has a large body and moves at a slowly pace. The elephant has a large body. Their body is large. They have the large body physically. So they move, they walk at a slow movement, slow pace. It relies on conscious thought and patience in meeting its needs. They depend on conscious thought and patience in meeting its needs. They are very patient. Patience of an elephant makes up for its lack of speed. This symbolic quality of an elephant inspires us to strong and patient at all time. Their attitude, their way of behavior, all this symbolic quality of an elephant inspires us to be strong and patient at all time. It shows us. This is seen when children are encouraged to count up to 10 and breathe slowly when they are angry. When they are angry, the children, when they become angry, of course, we can take this example, elephant example. This is seen when children are encouraged, when you encourage them to count up to 10 and breathe slowly when they are angry, This is a positive way to develop patience in young children. This is a positive way. Patience is a powerful quality. Patience is a powerful quality when it is understood. Sometimes if you develop patient at some struggle, of course, after that, when you recall what you did at the terrible accident or something else, of course, you could understand, what a thing I did. You escape from the big trouble. If you are impatient, you fall into trouble, to ruin everything. If you do not maintain your patience at the problem, at your burning or your terrible problems, accidents or some incidents, if you do not if you do not maintain it patiently, of course, you wouldn't a victim of the big problem, big trouble. That is why patience is very important. Patience is a very important factor, important qualities what we have to develop in our life. Patience slows time and makes it easy to make the decision. Of course, the patience slows time and makes it easier to make the decision. It's any take time, be patient, then taking right decision. Then you won't worry. You won't be suffer yourself facing some problem. You can manage the whatever happened to be through your patience. You can manage it. But it is slow. It is slows time. Then gives time to make it right decision. To have the right decision. Patiently, objectively, consciously, skillfully, in all situations, in a calm and confident manner. That is why you need to have a patience. That is why you need to have that great quality. If you have that quality, if you are very patient, of course, you take a decision, you decide things objectively, consciously, skillfully in all situations, in a calm and confident manner. The thing, then you are nothing to worry. You should not worry after. You get good result. You become a good member of the society. Therefore, It is very important. Therefore, it is very important to develop patience in young children. So, therefore, it is very important to develop patience in young children. They are with the aid of mindfulness meditation, with the aid, with the support of the mindfulness practice. This way, we can maybe later on we can discuss what way we can develop some activities. What activities can introduce them to develop their this skill, this ability. Theoretically, first you should make them understand what is patient, why it is so great. That way, firstly, you make them understand its significance, its value, its social values, how does it influence our life, our character, what are the benefits, what are the consequences of those great practice. That way, make them understand. After that, you can introduce some samples, some activities, some illustration, make them understand how to develop this great quality, how to apply, how to work with these great qualities. Like you can introduce them plant seed planting, like that. Next day we can discuss what are the action, what are the activities, what are the game, can we apply them, can we introduce them to develop that patient in their life. Therefore, next day, in other class we can discuss. Now we can discuss Vedananupassana another 30 minutes. Let us concentrate. Vedananupassana. The Buddha has explained Vedananupassana, the mindfulness of feeling, observation of feeling, by emphasizing that one can achieve liberation who wants to achieve through developing this practice in one's lifetime. Suppose we are here, we born in this human world, we got humanhood, manhood. Now, in this very life, really, if you want to, you hope, you plan, if you wish to achieve liberation, emancipation, through developing this practice in this very life, it can be done. And that is why Buddha taught us, Buddha introduced this method as one of the great aspect which can use, it can apply for our liberation. for our emancipation. Therefore, the Buddha has explained Vedananupassana, the mindfulness of feeling or observation of feeling or sensation, by emphasizing that one can achieve liberation who wants to achieve through developing this practice in this or in one's lifetime. Through this practice, one can achieve his or her liberation through this practice in this lifetime, The term Vedana simply literally indicates pain and suffering. Apparently, just the term Vedana, to feel suffering, to feel pain. That is what we call Vedana. It is literally indicates, literally means pain or suffering. We directly imagine a painful nature of suffering when we hear this term normally. That is a normal understanding. It is our normal understanding. We directly imagine a painful nature of suffering. Whenever you hear this term, when you hear this term, normally what you think, you imagine directly, it is a painful nature of suffering. That is what we indicate through this term Vedana at once, immediately. When we hear this term, immediately what we understand is painful nature of suffering. That is what we understand through this term directly. That is why we proclaim that what a pain, what a trouble, what a suffering. Immediately when we feel something like that, that is why we have that understanding. Whenever you're concerned, as far as you are concerning the term Vedana, you feel, you imagine that is painful nature. That is some kind of painful nature of suffering or something happened. That is why you just proclaim, oh, what a pain, what a terrible pain I had. What a trouble I got it. What a suffering is. Every moment I suffer. Like that you proclaim. Why? Because you feel that, you understand that you establish that nature or indication in your mind. That is why you may express like that, what a trouble, what a thing happened, like that, you proclaim. But pain cannot be defined having seen only one side. We define that this way, looking at this concerning only one side. looking at one side, concerning one side, of course, we cannot define suffering correctly. Therefore, but pain cannot be defined having seen only one side. Overall, we have to see it. Person or the man, person, man are common nouns, and they expose different types of personal nature like good, bad, indifference, like suppose if you take a person or man, or they are common nouns, and they expose different nature, different types of personal nature, like good man, a good man, a bad man, an indifferent person, like that. But noun is common, only one. But when you examine, when you analyze the person, man, in a different way, we can have different type of persons. Sometimes we have a good person. Sometimes we have the bad person. Sometimes we have a fair. Sometimes we have unfair man, like that. They hold different qualities. As they hold different qualities, based on those qualities, we can identify them separately as a bad person, as a noble person, as a good person, as an indifferent person, like that. So we can identify these nouns with this nature, like good person, bad, or indifferent person. It's a very common nature of all the conditioned comfort. It is a very common nature. It's a very common nature to all component part which created, which come to existence based on conditional thing, conditioned component. It is a nature. So as we not only use the term Vedana to indicate pain or suffering, but also to indicate different meaning through it. Simply, when we consider the term Vedana, simply we do not use it to indicate only pain or suffering, but also we use it to indicate difference meaning through that term, So there include different meaning based on one's feeling. It is a feeling. Based on feeling, what we have, what we realize, what we experience, based on that experienced feeling, we can divide, we can have the different kind of feeling, or sensation or pain. Therefore, this feeling bring us different defilements, different sensation, different feeling. Buddha taught us the way to eliminate those defilements, having discerned them well through observation of pain. Buddha taught us we feel some kind of feeling based on certain objects. Then once you feel, when we felt with some feeling, of course, the Buddha taught us the way to eliminate, to overcome, to annihilate those defilements, having discerned them well through observation of pain. Then we can observe that what feeling, what kind of feeling, how does it arises, and how should we eliminate it like that? We can investigate through this Buddha, through this Vedananupasana, Buddha taught us the elimination, the way of elimination of those feeling. Based on those feeling, we generate some defilement, some impurities, some negative forces inside, within us. Then that is why Buddha asks us to meditate on, to examine those feeling thoroughly well by applying our mindfulness practice of Vedana. Through that, we can eliminate this Vedana completely. First, it should stretch that Vedana is just a volition. It is a volition. Vedana is a concept. It is a volition. It is a thought. Cetasika. Therefore, we should first understand, Buddha also stressed that Vedana is just a volition, Cetasika. On the other hand, if you concern it the other way, it is a thought. The Buddha compare it to water bubble. In his teaching, of course, Buddha, whenever he explains something, he applies the very different, very relevant similes, illustration, make us clear of understanding. That is why the Buddha here compares that Vedana to water bubble. I think you might have seen the water bubble when you go to the stream. Of course, we experienced water bubble. When it appears, when the water bubble when arises on the water surface, it appears. It is a temporary. It is for a short while. It stays short while, very short. Living time is very short. That is why Buddha compare. He likens our fame to water bubble. It comes in the Dhammapada. The one verse is there. We know that a water bubble comes up when we throw a stone into the water as a result of its touch with water surface. Suppose when we throw a stone into the water, because of that throwing, because of that stone throwing, of course, water bubble appear, water bubble appear. Immediately that comes up, that water, the bubble comes up on the water surface. And it blast or disappear immediately, it's arising. It doesn't stay long. It will not long last. Immediately it's arising, it disappears, goes away, no more. It is there for a while. It is a short while. So thus, our feeling, Vedana, also temporarily existing state that not long last. So thus, as to our feeling also, what we get through our contact, object contact, temporarily existing, temporarily existing state that not long last, Therefore, if someone cling or conflict of such a temporary feeling, he would suffer for a long time as a result of it. That is what happened. Therefore, they are temporary. They stay temporary. They stay for a while in our life, in our mind. මම මේ පන්තියක් කරනවා මම පස්සේ ගන්නම් then they stay, therefore they are staying short while. Therefore, if someone clings or conflicts, it is nature. Sometimes we cling, we attach with those pain when we experience positive pain, we attach with them. When we have the negative feeling or disagreeable feeling, suppose if you experience a disagreeable feeling, based on that, maybe you conflict, you don't like, you don't want to accept, you refuse. Therefore, when you have such feeling, of course, you conflict, you work against that, you show your unwillingness, you are not agree with that. If someone clings or conflict of such a temporary feeling, he would suffer. He would suffer for a long time as a result of it. though it is a short, though it is a short while, if you cling or conflict it on that, because of that, you suffer long. You suffer a lot. You worry a lot. Therefore, you or he would suffer for a long time as a result of that is why Buddha advise us. Get them understand properly as it is, as they are. Applying your Vedananupassana, through Vedananupassana, please try to understand they are as it is. Whenever you have some kind of feeling, whether it is sukha or dukkha or adukka masukha, understand well, properly, and they are truly. Then you won't be worried, won't suffer. Because of you got understand they are as they arises, as they have arisen. Therefore, through this practice, through Vedananupassana, the Vedananupassana teach us how to get, how to concern, how to discern those feelings as they truly are. Then that understanding, that foundation direct us to get experience things in a proper, within proper, in proper way, in a perfectly. Therefore, we should, why should we suffer for a long time on account of such feeling which exist temporary? Why? If they stay temporary, what is the purpose? Why do we need to suffer on that? We shouldn't. Why should we suffer a long time on account of such a feeling which exists for a while, exists temporarily? We suffer a lot as a result of our failure to understand Buddhist teaching well. That is the reason why we suffer a long time, because of course, we never understand. So far, we never understand Buddhist teaching properly, Buddhist teaching as well, Buddhist teaching well. That is the failure. We suffer a lot based on those feelings as a result of our failure to understand Buddhist teaching well in a proper way, good way. So it is so important to understand Dhamma accurately while learning Vedananupassana. It is very important. While studying, while learning Vedananupassana, the observation of mindfulness, of course, it is very important. It is very important to understand Dhamma accurately, Dhamma well, as Buddha taught. Then the Buddha has pointed it out threefold feeling in Vedananupassana. Basically, Buddha introduced us. The Buddha has demonstrated three kinds of feeling what we experience in our life. Mainly there are thin. Later on, when we analyze, when you go through those feelings, of course, we can have 18 kind of feeling, what we feel in our life. Let us know those the feeling. We can discuss those feeling, sensation or Vedana in our next class. Today, this point I conclude, I end this class. Okay. Thank you so much for joining today class. We can see next time. Okay. Before I end up the class, let us focus everyone. Let us radiate our loving thought. Let us invoke our merits, what we earn through this lesson for everyone's success and well-being and good luck, especially peace of the world. With that thought, let us repeat. Dukkhappata janidukha bhayappata janibhaya sokappata janisoka hontu sabbi pipanino.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you
Thank
very
you very
much,
much.
Bhante.
Thank you so much. Okay, take
Thank you,
care.
Bhante.
Okay, see you.
See you.
Okay, see you, Wilbur. Okay, take care.